And we're back. Last time we left off, we were following Agarmir and leaving Toronir alone. Because now, as we see, Agarmir is in fact the provider of Toronir. And so what we're going to do now is follow Agarmir and see where he's heading to get all this stuff at such a low price. You know, he told us earlier he was a simple trapper, but it seems as if there's much more to the story than meets the eye. So we'll follow him and get to the truth of the matter. Interesting, eh? These mushrooms grow on graves. Might be poisonous. So yes, last time we left off from the previous video, we were following Toronir because he is a merchant that recently installed himself in the market district of, what is the name of this city again? Imperial City. Set himself in the market district, and then for some reason his prices were insanely low comparatively to others, and he did not want to join the society of the merchants, which means that something was off by other people's accounts, and now we're heading towards the truth of his supply. This is not the most active quest we could accomplish right now, but it's gonna give us some interesting it's an interesting, let's see, because we don't really know how he gets these supplies, which is why we're tracking him down. And once I'm done with this quest, I'll go do a quest which is a bit more maybe a bit more killing, a bit more monsters, maybe a bit more exploring in caves and ruins. Precisely what I was looking for. That's what I should do, eh? All these crates in Imperial City are worth checking in because, as you can see, there are plenty of repair hammers, and these repair hammers are worth quite a bit of money when you buy them, so they cost a lot of money. So instead of buying them, you should verify just to make sure you can find all the ones which are available freely. And
you have my ear, citizen.
Again, I am an alchemist, and so I have to pick the plants. And then let's not lose track of this guy. Walks pretty fast, eh? I'm assuming a few times he probably got chased by a bear or something. Go inside when he's not around and investigate. Okay. So as of now, what I'll do is give myself a bit of time off. Wait until... If I wait 7 hours, it's going to be 9 a.m. and we'll see whether or not we'll be able to access the house without lockpicking. It would be quite unfortunate if the house would be locked constantly, because I'm not sure I can... No, I think in... So... And I cannot enter. Let us wait a little bit more. I think in Oblivion, you don't have to have the actual level to access the locks. You can just try to lockpick them. It just becomes significantly harder. So when is he leaving? Give it another 3 hours. Just making me wait on the street. This guy. It's all worth it to figure out the mystery. I've just basically waited a whole day in the street. The guards must be wondering what the hell I'm doing here just standing there. Perfect. Okay. So before I do that, I'm gonna make sure I'm not being seen. See, so this is gonna be significantly harder to pick, and I think that's right. You have to get them all. I could do auto attempt. Sometimes just it goes too fast to the top. So when it goes too fast, you can't click. Clicked again. Perfect. Hey, not too bad. Probably lost 5-6 lockpick on this one. I had significant increase. So there's a sense in stealing in this game, because then you can join the Thieves Guild. However, I'm not made to be a stealer necessarily, or a thief, because I did not pick the skills which are conducive to being able to steal appropriately. When you see these ingredients, very useful for an alchemist, because you cannot sell stolen items. However, you can transform these items into potions, and that is very relevant to me as a master alchemist, or soon to be master alchemist. Now what I'm looking for right now is the proof within the house of Agarmir, which would explain his supply ability. So I'll just grab a bunch of freaking fruits and cheese and all the good things in between. One lockpick. I want to, especially with the amount of lockpicks I had to use in order to mix tactics, eh? I feel like mixed tactics might give me something. No. Some books, when you open them, will give you extra points in a certain ability. So that's an easy way of increasing your level. You know, they say reading, eh? That's the best way to really understand the world. And adversely, there's a sense in which reading is also one of the ways to disconnect from the world, very, very fundamental. I've read some books in real life which have led me to basically feel more alienated or disconnected to reality than before. And so, warning to anyone who likes reading or who wants to get into reading, some books will make you feel as if you are not part of material reality anymore. Arguably, those are the best books, sometimes. Sometimes you get a bit traumatized by these kinds of books as well. But it's all for the best, really. Again, some books are actually evil, by all means. But then you get into another debate about free speech and our ability to say whatever we want, because saying or writing something is not the same as supporting it in material reality. So there's this distinction. I found my way into Agarmir's basement. The place consists of an odd assortment of clothing and trinkets. Most disturbing is the dirty shovel and mud-encrusted boots tucked into the corner, and the bits of ground bone meal strewn about. I suspect Agarmir's stock he sells to Toronir is taken from the recently dead. I should continue to search carefully for more solid evidence into this grisly accusation. That's no good. This guy's a gravedigger. That's a bit disturbing. And thankfully for me, bone meal is a good potion making ingredient, and so at least I'll be using the corpses in their full utility, not leaving any of the good stuff behind. And technically I am cleaning his place as well, so I don't have to crouch really. Aha, so this manifest is detailing the names of the people who are recently dead and where they're buried. So obviously that's how he knows. I guess he's the one updating it as well, but he keeps a registry of all these people that die, so that he can then go harvest the stuff that they're buried in, I guess. Yeah. Who knows the mind of a gravedigger? I surely don't want to know what happens in the head of a gravedigger. That's why I'm drinking. It's a bit too disturbing for me personally. So let's use the bone meal, see if I can do anything with it. Perfect. Damage fatigue, yeah. And resist fire. significantly. They could be quite lethal. So, damage personnel. You see any damage personnel? Nope. So I can. Let's say I'll not use flower fruits. There's a system to it, because if a lot of the food will give you restore fatigue as their first attribute, and so you could use the food for their first attribute, but then with the second attribute they have other types of things. So you'd want to pick necessarily kind of the mushrooms and the least common items, not the food items, because the food items will pair well with other food items because all of them have restore fatigue. However, they could pair with other types of things. Like this guy I've been having in my inventory, I still can't find any good pairing. So, but I think at this point all we got is a bunch of food. Did I try this guy? Yeah. So I'll not waste too much time there. I'll just use the flower here, and then get rid of these guys. Rid of these guys. That. And then I think we can call it a day. Because you don't really want to keep stolen items in your inventory just in case you get arrested, because every stolen item that is found at the time of the arrest will then be confiscated. So no real reason, and very much reason to just transform it in potions, which you can sell without having to access the Thieves Guild, because the Thieves Guild takes a bit of time. Once you do once you're part of the Thief Guild, then you can sell your stolen items, which is
Why are you following me? Please.
Yeah.
Are you implying that my merchandise
Yes.
comes from the deceased?
That is exactly.
Your story is ridiculous. This sounds like some lie created by Jensine and her damned society to have me run out of town. Please, if you don't want to buy something, then just leave. Your wild accusations... Are you... Your story is ridiculous. This... Please, if you don't...
Okay, so it seems to me
Go ahead.
as if we got a bribe,
See? Was that hard?
and then maybe.
Are you in...
Okay, so I'm not exactly sure
Last-
what I'm supposed to do.
I have...
Alright, that's.
I will
I gotta
not
go
accept
back
your
and grab the
accusation.
manifest, I think. Did I grab it? I don't think I grabbed it. That's the problem. That's
Accusations without evidence.
Greetings. Hello.
it was in Talos Plaza. Okay. So hopefully I'll still be able to access the apartments.
What is it, citizen?
Kinda didn't like think this is true, because with the manifest, you see, I have in fact lost my capacity to access it. So what I'll do is I'll do a 21-hour loop, which fortunately, or no, unfortunately, is what it is. So with the manifest, I will be able to convince Toro Nir that he is in fact selling the goods of the dead. Okay. So let's do this. I am seen by whom?
It's all over,
You see? And so I don't know how they knew it. Let's see. Bagels.
That's okay.
And so all the items that I've stolen, which were still in my inventory, have been confiscated. And now I'm kind of like a criminal again. It's not the end of the world. It was 5 bounty. However, now I still have to access the apartments, regardless of my little stint in prison. I didn't really go to prison. I paid the fine. And that is what happens when you mess it up. Just should I just kind of tempted to do a attempt. I used to be pretty good at this. Not anymore, supposedly. Or seemingly. Okay. So now that I have, or I will have the manifest, or whatever the macabre. It's not a manifest. It's like a notary or something. Ah, it is a manifest. Perfecto. Now I will be able to prove once and for all that Agapia is in fact a gravedigger of the worst kind. That he's been profiteering off the backs of the dead. A grave robber. And once I'll show that to be true, and we will be. So it is 8 p.m. You know what I'll do? I'll go pay a ludicrous amount of money to get a bed, so as to level up. And you know, there's this. It is
Hello
funny
there.
because now that I've been arrested, I do feel this sense
What
of
can I do for you?
judgment from the
He's that Imperial Watch captain. Chasing after...
from the guards. I feel like they know that I've actually committed a
I
crime.
do. Very...
I feel judged. But at the end of the day,
You too.
who knows how the program that runs the video game actually interprets these things, and if the guards actually have any remembrance of past crimes committed. I mean, it might depend on the severity of the crime. Like if you kill someone, they might remember you as a killer. But with 5 bounty, and I'm pretty sure that bounty was just because I tried to access the lock. Fortunately, they did find stolen items in my inventory, so that's not. See, like speed is not necessarily useful. This is not useful to me. This might be a bit useful for regeneration, and I do have restoration. So what I would do again, I think just the same thing as previous level. This is too useful for me not to increase. You realize that you are catching on to the secret of success. It's just a matter of concentration. Perfect. Exactly. Yeah, it is in fact all it is. Yeah, these kind of quotes with every level is very good life lessons. But, man, it's an ugly day. 9 a.m. It's like Oblivion has taken over the night sky.
Welcome.
What's up, buddy? Look at this.
I can't believe what I'm seeing in this book.
Yep.
I'm mortified to think
Yeah.
these things here were once on the bodies of the recently deceased. It's just too horrible to comprehend. I don't even know what to say. I guess an apology is not enough. What can I do? Yes. First and foremost, I will never meet with him again. I can promise you that. Secondly, I remember him mentioning a place he had... Yes, that's right. He said that he wouldn't be able to do anything else, as he had something important to do.
You mean grave digging?
You don't think he would dig up another... Oh, no, he wouldn't. But I guess he has been. Oh, my. What have I done?
Do not worry. We will
Yes,
stop him.
you do that. And in the meantime, I'll decide what to do with all these ill-gotten things. I'm so sorry.
Well, one thing you should do is join the society.
I don't even want to look at it. What
That's
can
what
I
you
interest you
got
in?
done. Wow, nice item, dude. I wonder where you got this stock of his. It's a lot of repair hammers. Anything good to sell here? Could sell my potions, or I could go to the potion guy and then sell it.
I hope you can forgive me.
I'll forgive you once you join the society of merchants. I mean, not only that, most people in the market will not like you. It's a win-win. have to. But I don't think you'll last too long with your business if you don't make some form of collaborative agreement with the other merchants. That's how it goes, eh? It's the cycle of the world. He's doing this like in the light of day too. This guy's crazy. Or the guards are just. So let's make sure I. Appears as though he's attempting to desecrate another grave. What are you doing, man?
I had a feeling you'd catch on sooner or later.
Oh,
That's
the
why
trap
I had
area.
this trap prepared for
Yeah,
you.
you actually trapped
If
me.
you'll notice, the grave is already dug. This
What
time
do
it
you think
wasn't
you're
to
gonna do?
take something away from the graveyard. It
What
was
is he
to
gonna do?
add something. I'm afraid all I can offer you is an unmarked grave.
My name is. What? My name is. Who? My name is Grognak.
Die, Curl! Die, damn you!
Perfect. Here it is. Holy, my skeleton is quite strong, eh? I'm quite glad that I chose Conjuration as one of my main skill. Definitely feels as if it's gonna come handy in the near future. He was planning on putting me in there. That's just disrespectful. So what kind of evidence am I supposed to gather here? I guess there's no more evidence to be taken. Am I done with the quest? Let's definitely grab that. So, what's the shovel? Aha! This is the final bit of proof I need for Agamir's crime. I should bring it back to Toronir. Okay, so we've resolved the mystery of the cheap supply. And then let's do this. Go back to the market, go see Toronir, and make him plead for forgiveness on his knees. I'll repair my iron wire. It's substantially damaged. Very useful. It's gonna do a bit of damage on me. Nothing.
Were you
significant.
able to...
Yes.
Then we can at last rest. I feared had he somehow bested you, I'd be next. It is fortunate that your skills exceeded his.
You should have
I've
never
come to
doubted
some decisions. I intend to donate all of the money I have made, as well as what is left of these stolen items, to the temple. I also want you to know that I had a long discussion with Jensine, and I have decided to join the society.
I didn't even have to
I
tell him.
realize you risked your life to give me a chance, and Thorinir never forgets things like that. Accept this ring as a humble reward.
Damn.
It's the least I can do to say thank you. Now, don't be a stranger. The copious coin purse is still in business.
You know what? Now that you've joined the society and you've repented for your sins,
You've shown
I
me
will
mercy.
in fact bring
I
my
won't
business
forget
to
that.
you, my man.
Thank you.
Good guy, Thorinir. Good guy. Wow, that's a good, very good ring. Damn. Eh. This was entirely worth completing as a quest, eh? What else? Okay, so yes, I am gonna go sell all my potions to the town alchemist. Let's see. I'll go sell the sword that Agarmir was wielding, called Debaser. I don't think.
Welcome to. Knowledge is power.
So, I should spend some of my money on this, I think.
Knowledge is
of
the
money,
key
though.
to success in any endeavor. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all
This
Cyrodil.
guy. Pretty good price. You know,
That's a good.
there's a sense in which if I would have gone mercantile, I could have taken advantage of
Another.
the trading system and the selling
Farewell.
and buying system a bit more. However, I don't
What is it now?
feel as if it's going to hinder me in the long run that much. Other than decreasing
By the
amount of money.
divines, you've done it.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's the one that told me about Toronir. Yes.
Only
and you
quality
see he
goods
likes
for
me.
sale here. What can I interest you in?
So, sell the potions that I've made. Mostly restore fatigue. All these, as you can see, are very low words. Even all these ones. Potions weigh a lot, depending. Like, for some reason, you see this potion is weighing quite a bit. So all of
A
these are
fine
worth
transaction.
selling. I mean, at the end
That's
of
a
the
good.
day, it's quite a bit of
That's
money when it accumulates.
a good price for a good customer.
So as you can see, alchemy is all around a very good skill to pick. I personally think so. Resist fire is quite good. 37 seconds to 9%. That's pretty strong. That one is not worth keeping.
That's more than
See,
I'd usually
Mercantile
pay.
will increase, and Mercantile enables you to go in this and then increase the selling value of items and then decrease the buying. And so, the better you are at mercantilism, the better you are at making more money off your objects.
Come back
that you were selling. So there's
day.
some utility to it. I just didn't really find any space in my skills, my 7 main skills. So now that I've completed this quest, I think it is now time for us to do that. Oh, so I haven't even received my final reward. This is a lucrative quest by all means. That ring, very useful. I'll confront necromancers and imps. Imps shoot fireballs. So.
I have been anxiously awaiting your return.
You'll like what I have to tell you.
The very thought of what Agarmir was doing sickens me. I hope those poor souls rest in peace now that this is over.
No, I'll trap them in lesser soul gems. That's what I'll do with it.
Well done! This shovel will certainly confirm Agarmir's crimes. Along with the manifest, it should prove useful to the City Watch. In your absence, Thorinir visited, and we spoke at length about his role in this scheme. I believe him when he says he didn't know Agarmir's sources. He told me of his intentions to donate all of the money and inventory to the local temple. He also agreed to buy and sell merchandise at fair prices. In return, the Society has decided not to press charges. His name will be absconded from the records of this crime.
You see? He did pay
Now,
his deeds.
I'm sure you are waiting to hear about your reward.
Yes.
The Society thanks you for everything you have done. Please, take this gold.
Thank you so much.
Many thanks on behalf...
Only... What? What?
I'm mature enough to admit I was mistaken about Thorinir.
What?
It's been a pleasure doing
What is
business.
this? $100 for my deeds. I just killed a man. And solved the freaking...
Hi.
You know what? I'm not gonna bring my business to her. I will bring my business to Thorinir, given the fact that he gave me this insane ring. And I could go see Sindarion. How about that? Skingrad. This is a new city we haven't investigated yet. However, there's no time like now. What we could do is continue the main quest and go to Kavach, and then go seek Uriel Septim's son, Martin. However, I think I'll give it a bit of time and give us the ability to get a bit better items
Hiding citizen.
and increase our level before we continue the main
Have
quest,
pity, sir.
given that this
I got
video game
nothing to
has basically a very deep well of different things you could do, even
Met.
before completing the main quest. So, he's in the inn, supposedly. West Wheel. Who shall I talk to? Is he in... Oh, so he lives in a basement. This guy's a real alchemist. He probably manipulates the elements for his own biddings.
So, you've brought something for me to examine. Yes, this is a genuine Nirnroot sample. Very nice quality, in fact.
Very good.
That gives me an idea. Since you already know what they look like, do you feel up to a bit of a collecting expedition?
Yes.
Excellent. But before you go, you're going to need to learn a bit more about Nirnroot. Otherwise, you may walk in circles and never find any.
Okay, so teach me about Nirnroot.
I have potions and everything you need to make your own. What will it be?
Does he have any Nirnroots, you think? Doesn't seem like it. This guy's an alchemist and he doesn't even keep Nirnroots. Imagine that. What kind of alchemist is he? Oh, probably an alcoholic at this point too, eh?
A few years ago, an adventurer not unlike yourself sold me a musty old tome containing alchemical formulas. Most of them were worthless. But one of the moldy pages contained a recipe for a potion known as an elixir of exploration, a sort of ultimate dungeon delver's brew. The formula looked sound, except it required an extremely rare ingredient. Yes, you guessed it, the Nirnroot. I put the book aside because, frankly, I had so many other delicate experiments going on that I just didn't have the time to go plant hunting. Now that you're here, that changes things. The Elixir of Exploration is a multi-purpose potion that was obviously created with the dungeon explorer in mind. The formula describes many magnitudes of the brew. If you're interested, I wrote a short missive about it for the Imperial Alchemy Symposium. You bring me 10 samples of Nirnroot, and I'll make the elixir available to you at a huge discount, as well as give you one for free. The best place for you to start would be Shade Leaf Copse, which is a part of the Great Forest northeast of here. Good luck, and hurry back with more of the Nirnroot.
So all you want me to do is basically go harvest some more. And if this guy wouldn't be here and I'd be in the... Wow. This is a nice place to live, eh? You just sleep right beside your wine. He's really really big on protecting his collection.
May the wind be on your back.
Oof, you kind of scare me there, man.
I'm Elsie Godhater.
God
yes,
hater,
I
yes.
hate the gods, all gods.
Seems like it.
They can all bite my garters. And if you don't like it, you can bite my garters too.
No, thank you, madam.
Good day.
Well met.
How goes it?
Have mercy.
On a poor soul. Okay, so... You know what? Let's do it. I have 2 repair hammers left. My equipment is somewhat repaired. I think most of it is in top quality. So I'll put back this. 'Cause in general, this doesn't give me as much protection anyway. When you compound the different items, and so I'll put back my full-on armor. What I might want... Oh, this is a vineyard. Shirley Brothers vineyard. Can I grab the grape? Oh. Free grapes. What does grape do? I'll grab a few. Doesn't hurt to fill your pockets with some grapes. They might squish, become mush. If you leave it enough in your bag, all mushed up, it might just turn into wine. Who knows, eh? How they figured it out. Fermentation, what a magical process. I like to pick flowers. He's one of my favorite pastimes. You know, people have certain stereotypes about orcs, but little do they know that most orcs are avid flower pickers. And when you see these kinds of flowers, there's no reason not to harvest them all. For alchemical purposes only. I think you can catch butterflies too. Good. Maybe I think so. Skyrim you can. Sometimes I do mix up mechanics from game to game, but at the end of the day, can't blame him. Or you can't really blame me for not knowing exactly the limits. I've played extensively both Skyrim and Oblivion. I just chose to go back to Oblivion because I think it's a game worth remembering and worth playing still. And often people, I think, undermine its legacy because of Skyrim and what it brought to the table, but I think there's still quite a bit of enjoyment to be taken out of playing Oblivion and delving into its world, what it proposes. If anything, Skyrim has like a drastically different kind of take on it in many aspects, which makes it so that even if you play Skyrim, you could still play Oblivion and feel as if you're not. It's not like a downgrade or anything. It's just something different. There's a bunch of alchemy to be done with these plants. I'm sure of it. So I won't bore you guys too much by being just a crazy plant picker. However, you might see me harvest. Kill some wolves in the west. Yeah. They are courageous, I'll tell you that much. I don't think they can really process the fact that I'm wearing like really massive armor. Almost at the destination. At this point, so I am there. I can now begin my search for Nirnroot. I have to listen for the ringing. So I can see one right over there. Are they like just asking me to find as many Nirnroots as possible? That's what they are upon. Normally it is beside water sources that you find Nirnroots. Or not exactly sure where else in the vicinity. It's kind of hard to even know when I'm leaving this place. Nirnroot, where are you? Can they be at the bottom of the water too? Maybe. Is that all? Yeah. Found a bunch of Nirnroots. What else do you want me to do? Where else? Where else? Right there. Red doesn't have any Nirnroot. Am I just blind or something? I'm just missing the final piece of the puzzle? Where would it be? Seems to me as if we're missing something here. Seems to me as if we should be finding another Nirnroot, and yet we aren't. Where else could it be? I might be blind, or does it seem as if there's no more Nirnroot to be found? Maybe I should go back to. I'll go back. Talk to the guy, see if he tells me, you found them all. Doesn't seem like it, or else the quest marker would tell me otherwise. If I can't find them too easily, I'll just switch quests, because at the end of the day, there's no reason wasting my time on this quest.
Bother me.
If I'm just gonna walk around. I'll try.
Welcome back. How goes this? If you need to know more... You don't seem to...
Okay. I see.
I don't mean to gossip, but he... Be careful in shade leaf copse. No telling what else resides there besides...
I'll read the missive. Maybe that's gonna help me. Unfortunately, I won't read it out loud. This is really long. Is that gonna give me anything? Thank you for your time, which I have
I
not
take it you
given
want something. Well,
So I'll travel back there, and if I can't resolve, because he tells me we need 10. Whether we find them at shade leaf copses or not, doesn't really matter. As long as we find 10. So I think if anything, we might have depleted the sources of Nirnroot in this location. From this vantage point, we should be able to see if there's any Nirnroot left in the vicinity. Really doesn't seem like it. So I think at this point, once we get 10 Nirnroots, we'll go back to the guy and see where that leads us. So, we'll leave this quest on the side for now. And what we could do is go explore Skingrad for a little bit. Or we could go to Kavash, but let us see if we can find anything interesting. Join the Fighters Guild.
Well met.
I think that'd be a good way to spend our
How
time.
goes it?
Let's see. What's this? Hammer and tongs. This is the Mage Guild. No. Where will we find it? That is the Mage Guild. So that's not exactly what I'm looking for. This is the Fighters Guild. Perfecto. So just wait a little bit till sunlight. Now let's see if we can join the Fighters Guild. Because they'll also most likely provide me with much better weapons. Like, that is completely useless. Let's talk to the main guy. What's up?
We're looking for recruits.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yes, please.
If you're interested, see Velena Daunton in Coral, or Azan in Anvil, or Burz Grokash in Shadenhall.
Okay, okay.
You too.
So, just going by name. Oh, this guy's.
Over here!
What's up, my friend?
We can't talk here. Too public. Meet me behind the great chapel at midnight. Don't let anyone follow you. I'll make it worth your while.
It sounds shady to me. Behind the chapel. Where's the chapel? Let's see. I accept this new quest. Midnights. I'm not really scared of the guy. I'm
What's this
I'm also
about?
not convinced that this is gonna bring me anything substantial. It just seems kind of crazy. What? Ah, we're not losing anything in going with his fabulations for a little bit.
Have pity on an old war veteran.
So he wants me to wait here until midnight. So such is what I'll do. It's kind of feels stupid to wait that much. Wait so long. But it is what it is. When you deal with crazy people like this guy, Galdanir. He might not be crazy. He might be very sane, in fact. Just gotta wait 15 minutes. Oh, that's a nice chapel, eh? Only at level 3. You know, I really thought... Oh, what I could do right now is just make a bit of potions with all the things that I've collected. How about the Viper's Bugloss leaves? Nothing, eh? Nothing. How about the flax seeds? Finally, I can do something with the Steel Blue Entaloma. Restore Magica. That's pretty good. What about the Alkanates? Ah, plenty of things I can. Restore Intelligence. bone meal. I'll try the one I have 25 of. Perfect. All these things will be very valuable. I think that's all we got. Hey, that's not too bad. 2 levels of alchemy. And a bunch of potions we can sell for money. That's what I call a lucrative endeavor. Really, money is not the end of the world. Right? It's really not the goal of the video game, obviously. The goal is to become the greatest hero that Cyrodil has ever seen. And to close every last Oblivion portal that have been opened by the Mythic Dawn, such as well. However, being flush on money is always quite useful, because money can disappear quite fast, especially if you invest into training. Then you can see how quickly you can spend substantial amount of money. And not only that, if we want to upgrade that mage tower that has been passed on to us by a long lost relative, then we probably need substantial amount of money as well. So, nothing wrong in making a bit of moolah.
Ah, you came. You're sure you weren't followed? Good. I thought I could trust you. Nobody else in town. They're all in on it. All watching me. Well, yes, I need you to do something for me. I'll pay you gold. You like gold, don't you?
It's like he read my mind.
Lots of gold. Here's my problem. I'm being followed. Watched. Marukotti selectives, maybe. Not sure. I'm a threat, you see, to their plans. I know too much. I need you to check out some people for me. The ones who are following me. Watch them. See where they go. Who they report to. Will you help me?
Yes, I will help.
Very good. You won't be sorry. I'll pay you well. Did I say that already? Let's start with Bernadette Penniless. Be outside my house at 6 a.m. You'll see her watching me. See where she goes and who she reports to. We'll meet here again tomorrow night. Oh, and never contact me in public. They're watching. They can't know you're helping me.
Bernadette Penniless.
Her house is almost directly across the street from mine, southwest of the Great Chapel. Coincidence? I don't think so.
This guy's definitely crazy. Well,
Remember,
there's a reason why the
Bernadette
quest
Penniless,
is called
6 a.m.
Paranoia.
Don't let her see you watching.
Okay, so he's just basically making me wait around. I'll see. Maybe he's onto something. Maybe there's a massive cabal under the Skingrad city. Let's see. I think they're giving me the
Hello.
option to talk to
I'm Bernadette Penniless. I work for Tamika. I grow grapes for her wines. Concerning this, I can only...
Okay.
We'll see.
Yes, we will. Oh, you don't like this, eh? So that's what you like the most. Don't hate this. You kind of like this.
Oh,
Like
please.
This.
Not now, not later, not...
Like
Sure.
this.
I salute you.
not too
Most
bad.
impressive.
Essentially, we're wanting, for anybody that doesn't understand this mechanism, the more there is filling the space, the more points taken or given will be, depending on how she reacts to the different spheres. So this one she really likes, this one she likes somewhat, this one she doesn't really like, and this. So I'll go like
Yeah,
this,
I get it.
like this,
Don't try to manipulate me.
and like
That's,
this, and like
You
this.
can't
I
scare
think
me.
We were at 40 at the beginning, so unfortunately, doesn't do
Good
much.
one. Don't try to...
This.
Gracious. You can't scare me.
And so we increase 10 points by investing in the proper way.
You're wasting your...
So,
Good one.
like so.
Don't wait. Such adventures. How I envy. I don't mean to gossip, but he is more than a bit
Now
strange.
she likes us enough.
However, he's always been tolerated as a town eccentric.
Nothing more, nothing less.
I went to. I've lived here. You too.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so what I have to do is, let's look at the map. What is this? So I gotta wait until 6 a.m.
A little bird told me that you've been asking around town about Glarther, a resident eccentric. I'd like to know why.
Yeah, who's the bird? I don't even want to talk to this guy.
It is my
No, it's
business. Allow me to introduce myself, Captain Dion of the Count's Guard.
Oh, wow.
At your
What am I
service.
supposed to be, what, impressed?
Now, you are telling me why you're interested in Glarther? Fine. Play it that way.
That's what I
Let
do.
me give you some friendly advice. Glarther is crazy.
Yeah, I got that
Maybe
much.
harmless crazy, maybe not. Don't get involved with him. If he asks you to do anything strange, you come see me first. Got it? Or any of the town guard. Let us handle it.
What time is it? What's the problem here? Ah, I see. You didn't let me wait until this guy Dion, eh? You had to talk to me. You wonder why this guy's paranoid when their guards talk about little birds talking to him.
No time to talk.
I mean, to be fair, it might have been Penelis, Bernadette. He's making all the wine, eh? I'm making the wine now. I mean, you can just like take a bath in there. Probably smell terrible afterwards. Almost 6. 6:05.
Can't you see that I'm very busy?
So I'm supposed to try to remain hidden. She definitely did not see me.
Can't you see that I'm very busy?
That's very suspicious. She's going to church at 6 in the morning. Let's see. She's praying or something?
I'm Valandra Sabor, Primate of Julianus. You may address me as Your Eminence.
You're a primate, eh?
Things
What's
go
happening
from
there?
bad to worse nowadays. Priests murdered on the chapel altar. Oh, what next?
Oh, great. New quest. Prophet.
He seems to be different than your usual self-proclaimed holy man. Maybe what he says is true. That the attack on the Chapel of Devella is just the beginning of an assault on the church itself. A primate has better things to do than provide tourist information. Beggars have plenty of time on their hands. I'm sure you'll have much in common. That Dennis Artilian is a little too full of himself. Sure, he's a captain of the guard, but I'm not impressed.
Dion, yeah? No, he's
Good
not talking
day.
about Dion. Is he? I didn't like Dion either, really.
Hello. We haven't met, have we? I'm Sister Marie.
Oh, you're a trainer, eh?
I'm willing to teach if you're willing to
Please.
learn. Good that you
Perfect.
want to get better.
As always.
Good that you want to get. Good that you want to get.
Give me everything you got. Restoration? Can I get enough of that?
Farewell.
So what am I supposed to do now? Just sit in the pews and wait until she does something? Let's see. Is that the prophet they're talking about? Doesn't seem like it. I'll just pray. Oh, divine gods of Akatosh, please repent, or make me repent, or whatever. Absolve me of my sins. That's what I want to say. Since I've already stolen 35 items. I've not murdered anyone. Okay, so here's all the stats that I can... already 55 skills increase. Perfect. Wow. My stats are not too bad given. People killed, already 18. Oh yeah, that's right, the arena. Made 52 potions, not too bad. So this doesn't really give me anything if I just stay in there though. So I guess I'll just wait until something happens. Just supposed to follow her, I guess. Maybe I should talk to her.
Hi!
I don't want to just keep like normal clothes in my inventory, so I don't look like a fighter all the time. I can just look like a normal person. Actually, this guy's pretty dapper. If I can find something like this, look like a noble.
How goes it?
Yes?
Rumors.
I went to the chapel yesterday, but Valan...
Okay.
Well
seen.
met.
I have
Glarther
to
is
go to
acting
sleep
even
now.
stranger than usual, don't you think?
No, sir.
I think Glarther is having one of his bad
Perfect.
spells lately.
Are you done
You
praying?
noticed.
Actually, I need the blessing.
I've heard up...
Rejoice, true fate. Your afflictions are banished.
They say the same.
The Fighters Guild is recruiting again. Not a bad way to make some money if you've got the stones.
That's so
for it.
nice.
So I've heard.
You see,
Absolvance is such a nice function of the legislative state, right? Because that's how it works, right? You just pronounce your sins and then you're absolved of them by mere admittance of guilt. Unfortunately, the legislative system does not work, or fortunately, for the people who think people should be punished for a prolonged amount of time for their crimes.
morning.
But, you know,
No time to talk.
at the end of the day, there's some sense in putting people in prison, maybe. It's not something I should discuss.
What?
Maybe, you know. I'll get stuck if I do that. However, if you are a man of fate, all you have to do is face God with the truth of your existence, and God will judge you accordingly to your actions. In this case,
How goes it?
the gods themselves. It's not one god, but I think there's like 9? Yeah, the 9s. By the 9s. Right, so there's like 9 gods. I'm sure some of them will judge you poorly, and the others might judge you beneficially, depending on who you worship more fully.
I'm Gaston Cyrilli. Perhaps you've met my brother David. Together, we are the Cyrilli Brothers Winery.
Dude, what's the hood, man?
Vigor the Cautious is responsible for enchanted item recharge at the Mages Guild. Good thing he's cautious. I'd hate to have something go wrong. Skingrad is the wine-producing capital of Tamriel. You must sample our local wines. You'll never taste better. The 415 vintages were particularly good. The 399, well, a once-in-a-lifetime experience, if you can find a bottle. Goodbye.
You can be sure that once I find the bottle, I will drink it, regardless of the price you put on it. I'm not the type of person to just accumulate wealth without enjoying the spoils. Especially when it comes to wine. Good wine is made to be drank. Give me all the grapes. Still gotta follow this lady. She's going far, eh? Kinda makes sense. What time is it? It's probably just only like, yeah. She prayed for a few hours, taking a short walk. Very non-suspicious behavior by all means. And yet this guy, the paranoid guy, Glartir, she's just gonna work there. He's kidding me. Is this quest just like a test of patience or something? But there's gonna be a lot of gold at the end of it. And by a lot of gold, if he means the same amount of gold that I got paid for my previous quest, then that's not even worth it in the first place. 100 pieces of gold. What do you think I am? A filthy peasant that can't go fight himself through a few forts and collect the spoils. You know, even just harvesting all these grapes might give me more than $100 at this point. Well, I could make wine with it. Where's she? Plow in the field, eh? It's quality content, let me tell you that much. Still a beautiful game by all means. 2008, so? Could head there and get blessed. He really wants me to just follow her. Let's see what the other cursor is. Oops. Damn, it's already time to end the video, but we're over an hour, and so I'll call it a day today, and I might try to finish this quest on my own, since it's probably not the most enjoyable quest to look at. And by next episode, we'll go to Kavach and go save Uriel's Septim's son, since he's in dire need of help, since Kavach has been sieged by a Oblivion gate. And so, next episode, we will go conquer our first Oblivion gate. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Please subscribe to my channel and follow for more videos.